Hola, ¿qué tal a todos? Gracias por continuar en No Country for All Gamer. Gracias por ver mi video de Hellblade Senua Sacrifice. En el capítulo anterior estuvo bastante espectacular. Tuvimos un encuentro con su, no lo sé, con su oscuridad interior de Senua. Y hemos tenido visiones de Dillion, su amante perdido. No sé, muchas cosas de estas, no sé qué es real y qué no lo es. Todo es tan mitológico, tiene tanto olor. Bueno, vamos a continuar justo donde nos quedamos en el capítulo anterior. Vimos una última visión de Dillion justo en ese árbol. Pero antes de ir allá, esto me había llamado la atención, pero no es nada. Parece que se está recuperando Senua. Quedó muy golpeada en el capítulo anterior.
Death for Sigmund and his brothers seems certain. But the king's wife is Sigmund's sister, and she begs for mercy and implores the king to chain them up instead. He agrees. Not for mercy, though, but because he plans an even more cruel and lingering death. Chained to a tree in the forest that night, a she-wolf comes and devours one of Sigmund's brothers. She returns, ravenous, night after night, until only Sigmund is left. The next day, Sigmund's sister sends a serpent with honey to smear on Sigmund's face. But to what end? Well, that night, when the she-wolf appears again, you'll never guess what happens.
Dímelo, no me lo dejes para otra historia. Ja. Qué raro.
As the she-wolf licks the sweet honey from Sigmund's face, he bites the wolf's tongue. The she-wolf pulls away, but Sigmund holds on. The chains break, and he is free. After his escape, Sigmund lives like us, hidden in the forest. His enemy, King Siggeir, believing him dead, as his sister plots revenge. And for vengeance to succeed, even the great Sigmund needs help. So she sends her sons to him. But their blood is weak and corrupted, and they're put to death by Sigmund. So his sister hatches a new plan, one that is cold of heart and pure of blood.
Wow. Bueno, fue justo aquí donde vimos la imagen de Dillion. Después vino toda esta ola de alucinaciones. Y llegamos aquí. Una espada.
Take it. A sword. Take it. Take it. Left it for you. Take it. Take it. Take it. It's coming from there and there. Oh, what are they? Look, where's it coming from? She started something. Oh.
What's happening?
Senua, imagine a sword that can slay gods.
True?
Its name is Gramr. It was forged by the god of all Northmen, Odin, and gifted to Sigmund, a great warrior.
I need this sword. It's important. Can you help me?
The sword appears whole, but it is an illusion. It shattered into shards long ago. It is said a great warrior can reforge Gramr by answering the trials of Odin, one for each shard. The roots of the Tree of Death will take you to new lands, where you will face the trials.
Go to the shard.
Go to the shards.
What's the shard? Find it.
Got runestones. Where is it?
Ah, esta está loquísima.
Focus. Where's the shard? Focus.
Focus.
Look.
Get closer.
What can you see? Go to it.
I want to tell you a story about a god of the Northmen called Baldur. The second son of Odin. He was beautiful, good, and wise. He was fair of feature, he spoke fair words, he gave fair judgments. Light shone from him. Only good things were told of him. Yet he was the first of the gods to die.
¿Y ahora? ¿Qué onda? ¿Se quedó trabado? Ah, ok. Creo que esto está todavía lejos de acabarse.
What is it? What does it see? Get closer. Its mask is here to watch you fail again. Don't fail. Focus.
Where are we? What is this? It's the same. It's another world. It's lighter.
It's nice. I like it here. Can we stay? Let's stay.
The bridge.
It's not broken.
It's fixed.
What happened?
The bridge is fixed.
Let's cross it.
Como ven, Senua está completamente recuperada. Yo creo que ya estaba en las últimas.
The Northmen tell this story about the death of Baldur. It begins with dark dreams. Night after night, Baldur dreams of his own death, and the gods fear for his life. So Baldur's mother makes everything in the world: fire, water, iron, stone, earth, wood, beasts, birds, serpents, poison, sickness. Swear an oath not to harm her son. One by one, they each make their vow. Neither weapons nor wood will injure him, Baldur's mother boasts. Only Loki, father of Hela, the mistress of death, is not amused.
Open the gate. She can't. Open the gate. It's locked. Try harder. She can't. Yeah, she can't. She can't. She
Try
won't.
harder.
She won't.
Ok. Vamos a regresar a la penumbra. Todo esto parecía verse a la distancia. Porque yo estaba en ese árbol. Ay, qué bonito.
The gate is open. Go through the gate. Go through it. It's dangerous. Follow it. What's behind the gate? Where will it take you? It's not safe. Everything gets broken in the end. You killed him with your love because he believed in you. Dillian, there he is. There he is. What are you waiting for? Quick, find a way. Find him. Go before he disappears. Dillian, don't lose him. Way too many times. You always let him disappear. Dillian, there he is. Quick. Why didn't she listen to her? Where is he? Where's he gone? We're in the wrong world. He's not here. She's in the wrong world. He's not in this world. He's in the other one. He's in the other one. He's in the dark world. The dark world. The dark world.
The world once seemed so simple. Black and white. Darkness and light. Narrow dividing lines of our own making. Dillian taught her to see further. To peek through the cracks and see the worlds of color stretching away from the gloom. And Senua explored new paths into the unknown.
Senua, you've got it. Why isn't he here? He's gone. He's in the dark world. He's gone to the dark world. You're in the wrong world. He's in the other world. The dark world. Without you. He's
Try
not
harder.
alive at all. Do you even remember? His love is guiding you. You can't go up there. You can't go up there. Not in this world. Not in this world. You can't.
Ok, ok.
The Northmen tell this story about the death of Baldur. It begins with dark dreams. Night after night, Baldur dreams of his own death.
Ya había puesto ese.
Gods fear for his life. So Baldur's mother makes everything in the world: fire, water, iron, and stone. They each make a vow.
Do you know? Was it worth it? You're still alive and Dillian's dead. Doesn't deserve to be dead. How does that make you feel?
Ah, ya no está Dillion.
There he is.
Where are you taking
He's
me?
up there. He's up there. You have no idea. There's a way. There is a way up there. Find the way. You're nearly there. Just find the way.
He's up there.
The gods feast and rejoice and amuse themselves by throwing spears and stones at Balder, striking at him with sword and axe. But he comes to no harm, whatever they do. The gods never cease to wonder at this great marvel. But Loki shapes himself into a woman and asks Balder's mother, "Is it really true that all things promise to keep him safe?" "I did not ask the mistletoe," Balder's mother confesses. "I thought it was too young." Oh dear.
Your curse has claimed Dillion. Poor Dillion.
Hay letras que se marcan en esos tótems. Me parece que los rojos son los que no he podido encontrar. Ok.
You kill the things you love with your curse. You kill
Loki makes a dart out of mistletoe and goes to the gods as they throw
Ah, he
it.
dejado muchos atrás.
The blind god, Huth, was there. Loki asks him why he wasn't taking part. Huth says, "I cannot see where Balder stands, and even if I could see him, I have no weapon." Loki replies, "Here is a wand. I will tell you where he stands." And Huth throws the mistletoe at Balder. It pierces through him, and to everyone's horror, Balder is killed. And for this, Huth is slain.
Look what happens to the things you love. The curse. And now the darkness is swallowing you both.
Ay, estos sonidos. Focus.
Years had passed since she left her father.
She had light within her.
She trained hard alongside her friend,
Darkness.
Dillion. She saw things no one else could. Patterns, shapes, movement. An intuition that made her an exceptional warrior. Friendship turned to love.
You are
But the shadow of darkness never let her go, and she was caught between two worlds. That of Zinbel and her past, and Dillion, her future. Two realities tearing at her soul.
You have no time for this. Speed up. These rooms mean nothing. It's all part of their game. They've set you trials to distract you. They've set you up. They're going to watch you fall. What if these trials mean nothing? It's laughing at you. What if they take you no closer to Dillion? Found Dillion and you're letting this get in the way. What if they are just to tire you out, to make you weak before the battle? They're all about wasting your time, just delaying minute by minute by minute. What does she think she's doing? You're not special. She thinks she. They mean nothing. Be pressure. Waste of time. It could all be a waste of her time.
What if the gods are trying?
Do you feel safe?
What if the gods are Dillion loves you?
Messing with her?
It wouldn't be.
Be the first time.
Pero está al revés. Está al revés.
Do you remember the smell of his neck?
Dillion doesn't know who killed him, but we do. Believe in you.
Remember Dillion?
What do you remember?
Do you remember the sound of his voice?
You have got curse, strangled, just like it strangled him.
Ok, ya me perdí un poco.
He didn't believe that she was cursed.
He saved you when everyone else turned their backs.
Sí, fíjense, cada vez que toco esta rueda, una letra se prende.
The Northmen tell how the gods mourned Balder. His body was to be burnt on his ship, but they could not manage to push it into the sea, and sent for a giantess to do it. She comes riding a wolf and has vipers for her wings. She pushes Balder's ship into the sea with such force that the ground shakes and the rollers burst into flames. When Balder's wife sees his body carried onto the ship, her heart bursts with grief, and she dies. She's put next to her husband, and the pyre is lit, sending the dead to hell. But even so, the gods cannot accept his death.
You broke him, you killed him. You couldn't see the darkness within you.
Ay, en esta dimensión se ponen más violentas las voces. Se siente cómo cambian su humor.
You had that loved you. You squashed it, strangled it, flattened it.
The curse cannot be undone.
You saw that she was strong.
Ahí está.
This is pointless. What are you doing? Why did you think you could make this work? You keep seeing runes. You see runes everywhere.
Ah, porque ha estado funcionando.
What if they don't actually make sense? The gods were lying.
You think it makes sense, but really the gods are playing with you.
Makes sense in your mind, but it doesn't make sense.
Tengo que admirar el doblaje de tantas voces.
But it doesn't mean anything.
You can't read this language. You don't understand it.
You're wasting time. You're cursed. You'll never succeed. No, quicker.
Ever again.
Dillion!
It's not safe. You're going to fall.
Dillion never much cared for the underworld
You're going to fall.
and looked dimly upon the druids, like her father, Zinbao.
She can do it. You can do it.
I guess he took after his father, a chieftain who believed nothing he couldn't see,
Very careful.
and he happened to be blind. She felt safe in Dillion's arms. had to see the world through his eyes. Slowly, the darkness that had bound her so tightly began to unravel.
That's it. Quicker.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Be quick. Be quick. Careful. Fury. He's disappeared. You've lost him to the sea. He's gone. You've lost him to the... He's gone to the water. He's drowned.
Senua, your father cannot understand your darkness. He cannot see through your eyes. No one can. My own father was born blind. Doesn't have the faintest idea of what the night looks like. The word dark to him means as little as the word light. So someone is afraid of the dark. Should we fix them by taking away their sight? Would you give up the beautiful world that you and only you can see just to be rid of your nightmares? Or is this the price you pay for the gift you have? A gift that makes you so special in my eyes. Just another part of the person I know.
I left for the wilds to protect you from my darkness. Because I love you. But it made it worse. I'm so sorry.
It's done.
You did it.
But there's more. There's more.
I'm tired, but you have to keep going.
There's still more.
There's always more to do.
It's not going to be easy.
You're getting tired.
Can you do another one?
It's too much.
Have you got the energy? She hasn't got the energy.
No. Too much to do.
Me mandó ese edificio, si no mal recuerdo. ¿Cuántas eran? ¿Cuántas de estas lápidas hay que ver? Ah. Qué padre se ve. Ah, espero no sea otro acertijo.
I saw once a plague strike northern lands of ice. It was so terrible that not the oldest man among us could remember the like. Hundreds died. The sickness took nearly every person younger than 40 and many older. And where dying mothers gave birth, the marks of the plague were on the babes as they came out of the womb.
Ah, loading.
Where are we? I don't like it. This place feels...
What is this place?
This place feels... It's... creepy. Creepy.
It feels wrong.
It feels strange.
Creepy.
Where is it? Where are we? Turn back. This is wrong. This has to be wrong. This place stinks. It's disgusting.
It smells like death.
There he is. There he
Dillian.
is.
The light.
Go towards it.
He's in the house. He's
Find-
going in.
He's disappearing.
Follow him.
Don't let him disappear.
Where's it gone?
Keep going.
How do you find it?
The old warrior trials. Dillian will help me.
The stench of rot. She can almost taste it. Do you smell it? No. Don't worry. Not everyone can. It was a warm spring day when she went to the river with Dillian and the others. For the water. She could taste the rot. But no one else could. She knew something was wrong. Something sinister. She begged them to leave, but they just laughed at her. But soon enough, as the bodies piled up, no one was laughing. And they knew that she was not like them.
The bridge. It's broken. Fix it. You have to fix it. Now you have to find him. Quick, get to the house. Get to the house and finish this trial. It doesn't finish until you get to the house. Before he disappears, Senua. You have to get in.
Ah, ese intento. No le veo la forma. No hay más paso. Ay, no, otra vez este tipo.
Up the tower. The tower. How do you get to
The
the
North
tower?
speak of
Ah,
a
ya me pasé dos.
a light shaped like a half moon that appears inside a house and goes around the walls. I once saw the death moon appear at a farm, and first the shepherd died, then a guest died, and then the farmhands, and then the farmer and 6 of his men drowned at sea. That is not the end of it, because the dead return to haunt the living. If you see the death moon, beware, because there will be death in that house.
What now? You can see it. A line to the truth. The bridge.
The bridge. Ok, ok. Ahí está. Ahí estaba, ¿no?
She did it. You fixed the bridge. She fixed it. You passed the trial. Get to the house. You succeeded.
Ja, 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 muy fácil.
Senua! Come to me! Where are you?
I'm here. I'm right here!
Are you in there? Come out if you are.
Ah, no, más marcas.
Where is he? Find him. You have to find him. The runes. Focus.
Dillion! They're coming for me!
You can hear Dillion. It's Dillion. Go to him. Go to him. He's trying to save us.
Su puta madre. No parece algo que podamos vencer, ¿o sí?
It's close. It's close. Move away. Senua, move away. You'll die. Don't let it see you. It is. Go towards it. Run. Run. Run now.
Ah, ese intento.
Where are they? Where's Dillion? Where are you? Don't let it see you. Don't get lost. Don't let it see you. You'll start to burn. There it is. Move away. Where's Dillion? Where is he? This is taking too long. Can you hear him? You're lost. You have to find them.
Allá estaba.
Where are they? It all looks the same.
Ah, este está enfermo.
What should I do?
The light. Go towards it. Find us. Focus. Look.
No manches. Ahí está, ahí está, ahí está, ahí está. Ah. No. Vamos, ya había logrado muchos. 2. Senua.
It's close. Move away. Senua, move away. You'll die. Run. Run now. You've got them. Where's the door?
La madre.
Get out. Run. Look at you. Don't let it see you. It's coming. Move away. You're lost again.
Where are you?
Ese fue el que me faltó. Ok, ya están. Rayos, esa cosa está aquí. No. Ah, vamos. Ah, es un laberinto esta cosa. No logro recordar por dónde pasé. O sea, la puerta está aquí.
It's close. Move away. Senua, move away. You'll die. You're dying. The burning has begun. The burning has begun.
Go to the gate. There they are. The rooms. You can get through.
Run.
No manches, se mueve muy rápido.
Where's your sword? To defend yourself.
No sé dónde está mi espada.
I can't find you!
Where is it? I'm not safe. You're dying. You're lost. You're dying. This is what death feels like.
Vamos. está, ahí está. No, otra vez no. Es que no veo la salida. Siento como si estuviera ahí, pero solo encuentro paredes.
There it is. It's close. It's close. Move away. Senua, move away. You'll die. Run. Run now. Save him. Senua. You don't run. Have your sword. You came through the wrong door. Where's your sword? You can't defend yourself. It's Dylan. Where's Dylan? Where are we? Safe. Where is it? I'm not safe. You're dying. You're lost. You're dying. They're coming!
Ponen de nervios tanto grito. Fuck. Ok. Vamos, no lo rigues. Es aquí. Esto me va a dar pesadillas al rato.
Senua! What happened?
They're blaming me for the plague. They say that I'm cursed. What if they're right?
How would they know such a thing? Are they gods? None of us are. They're just people. Good people, but they're scared. They're afraid of what they can't see. Like children scared of the dark. They make up stories to fill the void. That doesn't make them true.
What if my father was right?
You have to step out of this darkness. Let them see who you really are, like I have. You're not a monster.
Without you, this darkness has made me a monster.
What if this is pointless? What if you're wrong? What if this has nothing to do with the sword? What if we're wrong? The sword will never be yours. What if this is the end? It's just a trick. It's just a pointless test. You've been fooled before, you could be fooled again. You're being tested. You don't know. It's just their game for you. You never know which way it's going to go.
Creo que este es el último. Vamos allá.
A king in the north forced the dwarves to make a sword that would never fail and never rust, and that would slice through iron and stone and bring victory to its bearer. But the angry dwarves cursed it. It would be the death of a man every time it was drawn, and it would be the death of the king. Let me tell you about the sword Tyrving.
I don't recognize this. Where are we?
It feels wrong. Where are we now? Burial mound. So strange that we go to such lengths to bury death. Something so very ordinary, inevitable. It's as if we conspire to hide death, because we have no answer for it. But when it comes, and forces itself onto our friends or loved ones, then comes the reckoning.
Dead in the air. You can feel dead. Why did he do this? Turn back. Why would he bring aid? Why would he do something so dangerous?
Senua, you remind me of a story that the Northmen tell about a young woman warrior. Her name is Herver, the daughter of a berserker born after he was killed. She's a wild, willful child who teaches herself to fight with weapons. When she learns where her father is buried, her only desire is to reclaim the treasure buried with him, but above all, the sword, Tyrving.
Go in. You have to go in. Take the torch. It's too dark.
Take it, take it, take it.
This will help you. Careful. You have to be able to see.
Su madre.
Dillian, I'm here. I'm here for the trials. Like when we first met, remember?
No manches, esto me va a dar muchas pesadillas. Ah, bueno, ya se aclaró.
There he is. Dillian, there he is. Finally. You found him.
What's wrong? What happened? Can you hear me? Just wait there. I'll find you.
This is your mission. Find him. You have to use everything you have and find him. Get him back. He was just there. How could you lose him? How could she lose him? How could she? Find him.
No manches, realmente estar en esas condiciones y oír voces, todas tan alucinantes, tan disparejas, cada una con su personalidad. Bueno, sería peor si estas personalidades, no sé, tomaran posesión de tu persona.
I'll find him.
What's that? Did you hear that? Nothing. Was that voices? Is that his voice or the voice of the dead? Not Dillian.
Dillian's calling to you. Can you
Where
hear
is
him?
he? Where is he?
He sounds like he's getting further away.
Have you lost him?
You're going the
disguises herself as a man to join a band of warriors, and soon becomes their leader. When they come to the island where her father is buried, her men do not want to go ashore. They say that evil haunts the island, and that it is a worse place by day than other places are by night. Fearless, she lands alone. There are many grave mounds, and all of them have ghostly flames burning over them. She comes to the grave mound of her father after passing through these ghostly fires, as though they were mist. The flames I passed through were real enough. Damn the Northmen to hell.
I can hear him.
Parece otra prueba.
Within the burial mound, Herver calls on her father to wake from death and bring her his sword. She says that it is not seemly for the dead in their grave mounds to bear valuable weapons. Her father answers with words of warning. You go to your doom. Baleful runes surround you. You have gone mad. You have lost your mind. Your thoughts are confused. It is dangerous to wake the dead. Like I said, she reminds me of you.
There he is. You're getting closer. Keep going. Senua, follow the voice. You're nearly there. Dillian's voice. It's him. He's going to save you. Find the voice. Find him. It's not him. It's not him. We told you. We told you it was a trick.
Un truco, pero ¿de quién?
That voice doesn't sound like Dillian.
What's happening?
Quiet.
It's not him.
He wants me to find him. I'm lost without him.
That's not Dillian.
That doesn't sound like Dillian.
What's in there? What's in there? What is it?
A secret. That voice. It's not Dillian.
There's no way in.
Find a way.
There has to be a way.
Find a way.
There's always a way.
Don't stop now. Don't give up now. Find a way.
You're too close to stop.
¡Ah, su madre! Seguro que queremos ir para allá. No manches.
Dillian wants me to face my fears. Father? I'm leaving. I've decided. I think it will be good for me.
It's the darkness. It's speaking through.
No, Dad, it's me. I think I can beat it. In my own way.
Darkness in your eyes, child.
I met a boy.
Boy.
The chieftain's son. He said he could help me.
It's a trick.
He said I could be normal.
Normal.
Yes.
No boy is going to save you. No one can. When they see the rot growing inside you, they will turn their back on you. The gods can only fix you through my hand. You're going nowhere.
No.
You will not define a path.
Take my hand. Senua.
I am leaving!
You cannot escape the darkness. Your curse will make everyone suffer. You will have blood on your hands!
Your curse. Pero qué maldición le echaron o qué maldición le hicieron creer que tenía.
Killing you would be too easy. They're taking your memories to torture you. They're taking you from the inside. You're disappearing one memory at a time. Every time you remember, it disappears. They're going to take everything. They're not yours anymore. They're going to take everything you have. The memories of ghosts. They belong to the gods, not to you. They're eating you from the inside. They want to kill your soul. They want to crush it. I think they want your body. They want your soul. They want your mind, and they're going to take it.
The memories were yours, but they're the gods now.
Nothing is yours anymore. It's disappearing with your memories.
Creo que me falta uno todavía. Ya fueron demasiadas pruebas.
Northmen say that their Allfather, Odin, gave his eye in exchange for a drink from Mimir's well, the Well of Wisdom. In blindness, there can be wisdom. Only by giving can you receive in return. For this reason, I give my life and pass on my stories of the Northmen to you, Senua.
I can't see. Who's there?
Can you hear me? I'm right here. Can't you see?
Help me.
Breathe
It's
slow.
the darkness.
Stay still. Empty your thoughts. Tell me what you feel.
The breeze.
Good. Then there is a way out.
I can't tell where it comes from.
Yes, you can.
The others. The voices. They've gone.
I'm still here.
It's so quiet. So dark.
It's okay. Listen to your own breath. Feel it rise and fall. Good. Be aware of everything you hear and feel. Let your senses guide you.
I can't go on. Dillian?
Find a way. I'm not leaving you here.
think I'm somewhere else now. The breeze has gone.
Use all of your senses. Let the world speak to you. What do you hear?
I hear water.
Go to it.
I've reached the water.
Good. That's your way out. Follow it upstream.
I'm so sorry. I thought I left this all behind.
Don't be sorry. It's not your fault.
He was right. It's inside of me. It won't let me go.
Senua. My father. He taught me the hardest battles are fought in the mind, not the sword. You're no coward. You proved that to me in the warrior trials. This is just another battle. You can beat it.
This isn't so bad. You don't have to help me.
I want to. Besides, you are going to be a great warrior one day. You need people like you.
I'll do my best.
Shh. Shh.
I know what you're thinking. He's not really here. It seems there's no escaping the past in this place. And so she's forced to relive it. To what end?
There is a house. I don't know what's inside.
Don't be afraid.
Dillian, there's something in you.
Do you see it?
No.
Then it cannot see you. Quietly move past it. One step.
puedo moverme aquí. Vamos, Senua. Ay. Sentí que me agarraban.
I think I'm in a house. It stinks. Of death.
The darkness is testing you. You are in control.
A well. There's a well.
Don't turn back. You're getting close.
No manches, ¿cuántas de estas cosas hay?
Help me. Is that you? I can see a light.
Yes. I can see you too.
No te apagues.
She could spend hours, days even, trapped within herself, in the dark.
You see me?
Yes.
Your eyes are open, but you were gone.
And when it finally let her go, she could be anywhere, with no memory of how she got there.
When it comes for me, I have no power over it.
But here, for the first time, someone was there to help.
But I heard your voice. You brought me back.
You found your own way back. All you needed was a little help. A little hope.
Ay, este juego tiene unos matices muy locos.
Free trials.
With grammar reforged, you will have Odin's blessing to walk, a goddess, into the halls of Helheim and challenge Hela as an equal.
So Dillion was helping me. And the sword will lead me to him. Like when we first met.
Ay, ¿en serio me vas a hacer dar la vuelta? Ah, y eso que no es un juego de terror, realmente es un juego de aventura y, y algo de exploración. Pero de repente tiene unos matices bien tétricos. Qué bueno que no es de terror. Bueno, estamos aquí justo donde comenzamos el capítulo. Bueno, vamos a dejarlo hasta aquí. Parece que ya pasamos todas estas pruebas, visiones, lo que sea. Y creo que esta vez iremos contra Hela. Bueno, sin más por el momento, gracias por ver el video. Por favor, no olviden darle like y seguir el canal. Bueno, hasta otra.